Hi lovelies, welcome to my channel. In today's video I want to share with you how to make a heart-shaped beaded bag. So if you are a DIY or an entrepreneur, then you have to watch this video to the end. If you are coming across my channel for the first time, I am Queen Fatima Creativity. So do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos. To my amazing subscribers, you are the best. So at the end of this video, I'd like you to tell me if you like the bag just with the beaded handles or both the handles and the long chain. This bag shines so bright that only black background suit it. It's a ray of morning sun on its own. So without wasting much of your time, let's go straight to see our materials used for this beautiful heart-shaped beaded bag. So we start by cutting a very long fishing line, putting 4 beads and cross with the last bead, just like this. We cross with the last bead. Make sure your fishing lines are both equal at the end. Let it be equal. You don't want one side to be longer than the other. So to continue, we put 1 bead on your right hand and 2 on your left hand and cross with the second bead. 1 on the right, 2 on the left, and cross with the second one on the left. So we continue doing this for more clarity. 1 on the right, 2 on the left, and cross with the last bead. Fishing line, just like this. Guys, we continue like this until we make it up to 14. Yes, until you count it to be 14. Sorry, 13. So you count it to be 13. So you can see now we have 13. So the 14th one will be turning. So I put 3 beads, all of the 3 beads on my left fishing line, so I can cross to the other side. So I'm crossing with the 3rd bead. You see that the fishing line have moved to the other side. It's just like making a U-turn while driving. So to continue again, I put 3 beads on my left and cross again with the last one to turn properly. Just like when you're driving and you make a U-turn to the other side. So this is what we have done here. So continue and put your left fishing line on that bead and then put 2 beads on your left hand and cross with 1. So here now we'll be passing our left fishing line to the next bead. All of those beads on our left side will be passing it. So you pass it to one of the bead next to your hand there and then put 2 beads on your right hand side and cross with the second bead. Just like this. To continue for more clarity, I pass it to the second bead, the next bead on my left, and then put 2 beads on my right hand side and cross with the second bead. This tutorial is suitable for beginners. So continue again. You can see that I'm passing my left fishing line to the next bead, and then I'm going to put 2 beads again on my right hand side. So this is how we'll continue until we get to the end of that row. So when we get to the end of that row, we'll be putting all the beads on our left hand this time because we want to cross to the other side. We want to move to the other side, so we'll put all the 2 beads on our left hand and cross with 1 bead. Since we have been putting bead on the right, but this time to cross we have put all the beads on our left hand. So to continue again, I put all 3 beads on my left hand to cross with the 3rd bead, just like making a U-turn again. We have made another U-turn. So guys, pass your left fishing line to the next bead again, just as we have been doing in the previous. Just like this, pass the left fishing line to that next bead, and then put 2 beads on your left hand side and cross with the 2nd bead. Perfect. So that's what we'll do till we get to the end again. I will have to make a U-turn. When you are turning, you're putting your bead on your right hand, all of the beads, which is 2, and then you cross with the 2nd one. You put 3 beads again on your left, and then you cross, just as we did the other one. So that's how you continue making this until we get to this length. Now we have 14 by 9. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 14 by 9. You see this? We have 14 by 9. So we want to begin shaping our work to become what we want, that heart shape. So I'll pass my fishing line into that bead, and mat. Put 2 beads on the left and cross. And then I'm going to pass my left fishing line to that next bead. Pass my fishing line to that next bead. Put 2 beads on my right hand side and then cross. So I'll continue doing this until you get to see where I stop. Put 2 beads and cross. Put it the next bead. Pass your left fishing line to the next bead. Put 2 in the right and then cross with the 2nd one. Please pay attention to what we're going to do next. Gotten to the end of this roll for this shaping. We want to be shaping our work now to form that shape. So we are done with that first row. So we are going to do another one on top of it. So you just pass your fishing line to that bead there, put 2 on the left and then cross with 1. Then pass your right fishing line to the next bead, put 2 on the left and then you cross with the 2nd one, just as we have been doing. For more clarity, we are doing it. So when we are repeating the work at the end of the video, you'll get to understand what we have done here. Pass it there and I'm going to stop there. Just like this. So I'm going to tie it. Did you see the shape that we have gotten here? We've gotten a nice shape already. So I'm going to tie it because I've gotten to the end of what I want to do there. So tie it very well to secure your work and pass your fishing line away from the tied area. Okay? So we're going to count. You see that 6th bead. You're going to pass your fishing line into that 6th bead. So we want to start another matting. So you see how we mat. We have been matting. Put 1 on the right, 2 left, cross with the 2nd bead, just like this. You are crossing with the last one This tutorial, like I said, is beginner friendly. So we turn to the other side. Remember how we turned by putting all of the beads in our left hand side to cross with one, repeating it again to turn properly like a U-turn. When you look at it very well, you will get it correctly. So we want to mat and come back to the main bead. We want it to give us that shape that we want, so please pay attention to what we do here. So we see we have gotten to the end of that row. So now we are going to pass your left fishing line into two beads. That one and that other one, those two, pass it to two beads because you have gotten to the end of that row. So we are going to put just one bead in any of your fishing line, any of the hand, and then you cross with it. You just cross with it just like this. So guys, to continue, you pass your fishing line to that next bead. Just like this. So you put two beads on your left hand and then you cross with the second one. You want to mat it downwards. Just like that. We'll continue matting. Put two, cross with one, and then pass your fishing line into the next bead. All this we are doing is going to give us that shape that we want at the end of it. Just like this. So we have got it to the end of that particular roll again. So you pass your fishing line to the next bead, put two beads on that hand, and then you cross to turn. You should know how to turn. So put all three beads again on our left hand side, and then you cross with the third bead to turn properly. Just like this. So guys, we are going to mat till we get to that end again. That's how we continue doing it. So now that we have gotten to this end, we'll pass our fishing lines to two beads. Cross with just one. Put one bead on any of the hand and cross with it. So continue, you pass your fishing line, your left fishing line to that next bead and continue mounting downwards again. For more simplicity, I have flipped it over, turn it over for a better understanding. back, front, down. We're almost done. So guys, we're on the last part. We're on the last part, so let's make everything even. So we're going to bead it till we get to that end. You see how we have gotten this shape, so we're going to repeat it on the other side. Exactly what we did here, we're going to do it on the other side. You saw how we skipped one bit and begin matting, so that's what we're going to repeat on that side. So you see, when you repeat it, this is what you will get. This is exactly what you will get, and this is how it will look. So next we are going to add one more bead. We want to add beads, we want to mat on it. So you see where I started, this is where you're going to start yours. So you put all 3 beads on your left hand and then you cross with one. You always cross towards where you want to mat. So you pass your fishing line to that next bead there, just like this. So you put 2 beads on your right hand side and cross with one. So be like this. This color shines brightly. There is a reflection inside the beads that shines so brightly. So this is how we'll continue doing this. We'll continue adding this bead until we get to this part. So we continue. That was the one I did off camera. For easy understanding, I use it for illustration. So we continue adding beads. We want to add beads to give us that lovely and beautiful shape. So put your fishing line to the next bead, put 2 on the other hand, and then you cross. Bead on your left, cross with the second bead. You pass your right fishing line, pass your right fishing line again to the next bead, and then you put 2 beads on your left and then you cross with the second one. That's how you continue doing it until you go round. The last part of this stage, we are done with this part. So when you get to the last part, there is no need to cross with it. Like I always said, you just tie it very well and pass your fishing line away from the tied area before cutting. If you have gotten to this point and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to see my new videos. So guys, it's time to join this beautiful part together that we have made. Something happened, I lost part of this video, but believe me, that part that I lost is the simplest part. Even without explaining, you got to understand. So we join this bag together. We join it together just like this. If you have watched how I made my round beaded bag, you will see how we join those two parts together. The same thing is applicable to this bag. We are just crossing with one bead. By the time you put your left fishing line to the other bead, your right fishing line to the next bead, you cross with one bead. That's how you continue doing it until you get to the end of the joining. By the time you join it, this is how it looks. This is exactly how it will look when we join it. So guys, the last thing is to put our bag handle. Our bag handle. That's the beaded handle. So I put my fishing line into that point, and then I put one on the left, two on the right, and cross with the second bead. That's how I'll continue matting it until it gets to the desired length that I want. So guys, I'm getting to the length that I want, so I put one on the left, one on the right. I'm going to put past the fishing line to that bead. I'm supposed to cross with it, but because I've gotten to the end, there is no need for me to cross with it. So I'm going to tie it tightly. Tie it several times and then pass it away from that tied area, and then cut out the excesses. Guys, the next thing I want to put that handle chain, the chain handle. So first I'm going to bead on it to make it stay in place. So I'm beading on it to stay in place before fixing the chain handle. So this is what I do. I pass my fishing line into that bead, and by the side I put the handle, and then put one bead on the left and on the right, cross with one, then put one on the left and on the right again, pass it into the bead, and then tie it very well. So this is how I fixed it. It's neatly fixed, tightly fixed. So the next, I'm going to open up the chain and attach it tightly. So this is how to put the handle. This is our beautiful beaded bag. So beautiful. See you in my next video. Thank you.